Here's how to remake 2000 Excursion on FL Studio. Now this track was produced by Cardo Got Wings, Johnny Giuliano and Vegan. It's in the key of B flat minor and the BPM is 140. Step 1. The melodies. Now for the melodies we've got two samples, a synth that comes in the end and then a bass. Now the sample here is an Italian one, and basically the first part of the beat, which is like electric guitar you hear, comes in from the first 13 seconds of the sample. You basically just want to stretch it so it fits the BPM, and other than that there's no tweaking to it, and it should sound like this. Then for the second part of the sample, it's a more like violin kind of dark sounding sample bit that you'll hear, and that comes in at 1 minute and 8 seconds in the sample. And what you want to do is pitch that up by 2 semitones, and you should get this. Then after that, we've got the bass. Now, there's a lot of bass patterns, but mainly we focus on this first one here that comes in with the electric guitar sample bit. It's a simple progression. I've used one off Analog Lab. It's quite a common preset. You should have one similar, and yeah, it should sound like this. Then after this we got a synth. Now I've gone on the Juno 106 here to find a very, very similar preset actually. I don't know what the identical was, but this could be close, and essentially there's just a lot of different chords here. Now if you just look at these patterns here, they're ever so slightly different, a couple little runs within the synth as well. And yeah, I actually think I got very, very close with this one. It's definitely the hardest bit of the remake, and yeah, this is what the synths sound like. And then after that there's also another synth that's kind of like a high string violin almost synth. Again, I've used Juno 106 here. Again, it's quite close. I don't think this is as close as the other one, but yeah, this is what it sounds like. Then after that we move on to the drum sample. I've included that in this part of the video just because it kind of works with the other bit of the melody, and it kind of sounds empty without it. Essentially it's the same drum break used in Power. I've used a bit of that and also just a bit of the actual sample just to kind of make an amalgamation of the two, because the actual one in Excursion sounds like it's almost deeper and a lot darker than the one in Power. But yeah, this is what it sounds like. And then finally there's another sample which is like this Vox that you also hear in another Kanye song, Runaway. It's kind of been chopped up like it's been used as almost a drum. And yeah, it's been placed like this. I got this very, very close as well. And it's also been pitched down 3 semitones from the original. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. And after that, this is what all the melodies sound like together. Step 2, the drums. Now for the drums we've got an 808, hi-hat, open hat, a few snares, a cowbell and a little perk. Now the 808s are fairly simple. The first pattern is just a C and then it'll go up to a G and then a C sharp. And then the other pattern's a bit harder. It has a couple little runs in there that go from D to F. But yeah, just copy these notes in and it should be fine. And then the snares were actually probably the hardest bit of the drums because they sound slightly different. I don't know whether I got the accurate preset for this. I know I definitely got the accurate perk and open hat that you can hear. And also, I'm pretty sure the hi-hat's close and the 808 is almost identical. But yeah, put these patterns together and you should get this. Step 3, mixing and mastering. Now for the mixing and mastering, essentially all I've done is put a couple of EQs on some of the drums. The 808, I've boosted it a lot. I've also, at one point, automated the volume of the first electric guitar sample just to kind of bring it down when you actually hear in the song. Don Toliver's vocals are actually overriding it. But yeah, didn't go too mental on the mixing, but I think I got a very, very close remake here. Thanks for watching. Check out the FLP in the description. Here's the full beat.